Hey, what's up? It's Paul Farmer. Welcome to the channel. What I want to do today is I want to continue on and go a little deeper uh, with what I covered in this video here. Okay, so what I covered in this video was essentially my six-figure system, how I go about funding, advertising, and creating residual income and high ticket income through a process. So that's what I want to go through today and go a little deeper into it. So I'm going to come right over here. And as you can see, there's three things here. One is get paid to write letters. Two is power lead system, pays residual and high ticket income. And then you have Home Business Academy, which is residual and mid ticket income. Okay. So I want to start right here with get paid to write letters. And I want to go a little deeper into this. Okay. So writing letters is a very simple thing you can do. You can do it from home, uh, and it doesn't really require any skill. If you can write and follow very simple instructions, write a few sentences, you can get paid to write letters. And the way I got started was I was introduced to a course, the paid per letter course. And what this did is this course taught me, it's part of Syndit Academy. It's actually where you're going to purchase the course from. It's $224.99 one time, and it's going to give you access to not only this course but other courses I'm going to show you as well, at no extra cost. So what Syndit Academy is, it's designed to give you all kinds of ways you can make money from home without having to market, without having to recruit. And this paid per letter program is definitely one of those. I've been doing this for over a year. This program actually saved me, my family, because in 2024, I severely injured my back. I couldn't sit, stand, or walk. I was in severe pain and quite literally couldn't do anything. I was in a position where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get up to my desk. If I stood at all, it's like within 15 seconds, I would have severe pain going down my leg. And I mean, it would bring you to tears. It was just so excruciating. And there was just nothing I could do. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do. I did have some residual income from the programs that I'm sharing with you here, but that's all I had. And I was like, I need to do something. I need to do something for my well-being, for my mind, right? Because if you're just sitting around watching TV all day, or like I was just laying on my back, like I couldn't get up. It was just miserable. I missed the whole spring 2024. It was just a big process I had to go through to get back to being able to stand and being able to walk and being able to sit. And sitting is what came last. But what I was able to do was write letters and get paid to write those letters. And it's because of this course. And what I did was I would lay on my back. I couldn't even lay like flat on my back. I had to lay kind of to my side. And I had a clipboard and I would just write. That's what I would do. I would have a show on, I'd have music on, I'd have a podcast on, and I would just write these letters. And that's all I could do. But because I kept doing that, I kept having money coming in. And I was able to get out of a position where, things were really looking bad. But because I was able to write and get paid, that situation drastically changed along with the residual income and all that. Okay, so that's why I come back over here and I say this is the funding device. Okay, it funds the advertising. And the reason you want to add another program, it doesn't have to be programs I'm doing. The reason I recommend these programs, though, one, I've been with this one for 10 years. 10 years, Power Lead System. I've been with that for 10 years. Okay. It has always paid me on time every time. They provide a lot of value. It's actually extremely simple now, the way it's set up. It's not like it used to be. And you can make all the way up to $1,500 commissions with this program. This program here, Home Business Academy, has been around since 2016. and it pays 80% residual income. It's the highest residual income amount I've seen of any company. And I've been marketing online, making income online for over 13 years. I've seen a lot of companies. I've experienced a lot of different compensation plans. I have never seen a program anywhere else that pays this much residual income. And sadly, this is overlooked by many people. I am constantly watching people joining programs that pay them pennies. Like they pay so little, like there's no residual income. To get residual income, they really need help from their team. And the majority of people, maybe they could bring people into a business, but to get other people to work so you can get paid, that's a whole nother story. And believe me, that can be painful, frustrating, and really get you out of the game. Like you'll just get to a point where I was like, what's the point? I'm not making any money. This is stupid. I'm working my butt off. I'm bringing people in the business. But because the way it's designed, it's like out of your control. Like people have to go to work and produce, and if they don't, you don't get paid. Simple as that. So outside of a fast start, you know. So again, funding. I want to come back over here though. This is what I want to do. I want to come back over here and I want to show you what else you get. So I come to classroom, I go to courses, and there's a lot in here you get with the membership. It's not just the pay per letter course. And I'm not going to go through everything you get, but I did want to point out a few things. So one, we have this send it writing gigs. This is new. So before, writing letters to billion-dollar companies, that's something I've been doing for over a year, almost 2 years. This has just been added, and this was added because there were some members in the community of Send It. This community is pretty big. When they do calls multiple times a week. There's like 1,000 people on these calls. It's crazy. Like I've been on a lot of different company calls, and there's usually not 1,000 people. And that's what max is at. There could be more, but these people are getting on a question and answer call, 1,000 people. That's pretty crazy, in my opinion. But you get send it writing gigs. Okay, so land paid writing opportunities complete with curated list of companies actively looking for writers. So they're going to show you where you can get these writing gigs and get paid to write. Now, I do the paid per letter program, but if maybe you can't do that in your state because it is limited to certain states, maybe you could do this. I'm going to show you a few other things. They do have a Bible study, so that's pretty cool that you can come in and attend and be a part of. Uh, they have Send It Selling on Amazon. So you also get this Amazon course. Start your own business by listing and selling products directly on Amazon Global Marketplace. And this comes with live coaching as well. They do live calls where you can get the help you need. Plus, it's a full entire course. This is also included in the membership. You don't pay extra for this. Send It Amazon Video Affiliate. Earn commissions by promoting Amazon products through custom links at storefronts as an influencer. Okay, so that's another way you can earn income. Here's another one. Send It KDP Publishing. That's Kindle. Okay, publish and sell your books worldwide on Amazon Kindle direct publishing with no upfront printing costs. So they show you how to do that in here. This is a full course as well that you get with the membership. I'm not done. You have YouTube. I'm not going to go through all of these. The next one I want to show you, and you can kind of see as I'm scrolling through this, you have a full credit repair course. Do it yourself credit repair. I'm actually going to open that up. This is included too. A full credit repair course. So it's all the way, you can see everything here. And that's also included. So as you can see, it's much more than just this paid per letter program here. There's much more to it. Now, this does have a compensation plan. It pays $105 fast start. So when someone joins, you get paid $105 one time. Then after that, you get when a person renews, so they stay on for $25, you get $5 residual, and you get 50% for the matrix. They have a matrix, so every person in your matrix you get 50 cents on, and then they do a 50% match on whatever your referral makes in their matrix. Okay, so that's how that works. The reason I'm not really promoting this that much, one, I don't need to. I get paid regardless if you sign up or not. So I don't need to go out and share this if I don't want to. I'm going to get paid. But two, the residual income for me personally, because I can't control what people are going to do. I can only control what I do, and what I do is I make $105 one time, and then I get $5 residual if they stick around. That's all I can't control anything else. To me, that's not really enough when it comes to residual income. Like I want to make residual income because residual income is what will free you. It will free you from your job and it will allow you to do things that, like for example, when I hurt my back, I couldn't do anything, but I still had the income coming in from these two programs and this program actually. I had income coming in from this program as well. Uh, but the residual was more from these programs. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Now, moving into Power Lead System here. So I showed you pretty much what you can do with this. This is the funding. So if you already have something that provides funding for you, may you have another way of generating income that you can use to invest in yourself, invest in your business so you can grow a residual income, so you can actually have income coming in regardless if you're working or not. So you're not trading time for money anymore. Okay, so you got Power Lead System pays you there's two different ways you can earn residual with this one. One is $20, one is $35. Then it goes into $100 one-time commission, $400 commission, $1,000 commissions, and $1,500 commissions. Home Business Academy pays you $20 commissions, $100 commissions. Those are residual. Also $8 commissions. I forgot that one. Now $400 and even $800 one-time commissions. Now, the reason I lead with this one here for my paid advertising, okay, this is for my paid advertising. Not necessarily I put it out in public, but for my paid advertising, I use this program over this one simply because it's set up to be extremely, extremely simple. So there is no setup process with this one. So let me go show you what I'm talking about here, okay? So here we are in the Home Business Academy, I'm sorry, the Power Lead System back office, the Power Lead System back office. And I want to show you just how simple this is. One, we have three steps. Step one, step two, step three. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later. First thing I want to do is I want to go here to this Fast Start tab. And I want to click on Connect Website. There's no setup process. Okay, now you can enter your domain to a different, like your link to a different opportunity, because this will promote a different opportunity for you as well as this one automatically. Like you don't have to do anything else. You just stick it in here, hit update. I want to show you how quickly you can get your funnel set up. So I'm going to do click show me the link to use. I'm going to come here and click here on that part, okay? And I'm going to click on my link and I'm done. That's it. It's ready to go out the box. There is nothing to set up. You don't need to go purchase a domain. You don't need to go purchase an autoresponder. You don't need to write emails. This is all done for you. It's taken care of. The follow-up process is done for you. There are emails that will go out automatically that are going to come back and show your lead whatever I point them back to this system, talk about the benefits of the system, educate them on the system, that kind of thing. When someone purchases from this funnel, now there are other funnels, so I'm showing you this one because this is what pops up right away, right? You will this particular funnel is going to pay $6 commissions, but it leads into the bigger one, right? And those $7 buyers are going to be put on essentially another follow-up series email that directs them back to scheduling an appointment with Neil, the owner, right here. Okay, so he can go and educate your leads, educate your new buyers on how they can make the most money, how they can position themselves to make the most money, how they can have the most success. This is all done for you. So you don't have to do that. Uh, Also, what happens is, and we see, does it say here, AI handles the follow-up for you. So you have AI going and text messaging your leads, your buyers, and working to schedule appointments so they can have an appointment with the owner. That's what the AI does. So it's going to follow up through text and voicemail drop. So that's this system. Very simple, not much to do here. And then the next step, because you have your funding, right? You have your money for advertising. You're going to go through the 3 steps. Step three is go and purchase traffic. Get people, get eyeballs on your funnel. And you just rinse and repeat the process, and you're not worried like, oh, I didn't get as many sales as I wanted right away. You got to understand it's a process. It takes time. It takes time for the leads to warm up to what you have for them to want to buy. And that's what the follow-up process is. That's what the AI is for. That's what the closing of the coaches and the owner is for. Okay. Now, that's Power Lead System. This goes all the way up to making $1,500 commissions. You got residual, you got high ticket. Remember, I told you, I chose this one because it's simple. There's nothing to set up. Very simple. Now, Home Business Academy, and before I move on, literally you could do only this. Like you could only, if all you want to do is this, you could do that. Okay. And you can make a good income doing just that. Remember, I'm talking about residual income. So you have this one pays residual and you have Home Business Academy. It's really just up to you what you want. Again, this is the most simple way. Like when it comes to setup process, if you don't mind a setup process, if you can follow simple instructions and you don't mind going and getting your own autoresponder and entering emails into the autoresponder and getting a domain and all those things, then Home Business Academy is a great choice. Okay. And the truth of the matter is, if you are going to have an online business, you're going to want to have those things anyway, but you may not want them right away. You might just want to get in the game so you can start earning. That's where Power Lead System comes in. Home Business Academy, though, pays 80% residual commissions. Now, I just want to show you what that means to you, okay? So we're going to come over here to the compensation and Home Business Academy quality program. This is like the cream of the crop when it comes to how a business, an online business should be run. They do everything with integrity. Uh, Everything is based on principle centered leadership. 6 days a week, there are calls like where live and interactive training, over the shoulder training with 6 and 7 figure marketers, where you can ask questions, you can interact, they can look over your what you're doing. Like this is a full, I would call this a full like university of online marketing. Like they teach you everything you need to know under one roof so you can go out and market anything you want. This is a very powerful program and it pays very high commissions so you can create real freedom in your life. Okay. Again, I told you the reason I do Power Lead System, it's simple, but you can do exactly the same thing with Home Business Academy. The only difference is you have to set some things up. That's the only difference. There are some other differences as well, but when it comes to what you do to get sales, it's the same process. The process isn't any different, other than you're setting up a system where Power Lead System is set up out the box. That's the main difference, okay? But let's just look at the numbers, okay? And I only want to look at this one for now because Power Lead System also does the same thing, pays you $20 commissions, okay? So I'm only looking at this one product. Now, what you really want to do is you want to get the 3 products because that's going to pay you the most residually. but I want to do what you can control. And typically what happens is, people are going to purchase at least one product, and they're probably going to they're probably going to purchase this one, the funnel builder. So if we just look at the numbers, let's just say we want to make 2,000 or maybe 3,000 a month. How many sales do you need at that $20, right? So you make $20, $25 product, $20. So if you want to make 2,000 residual, okay, this isn't one time. This is money that comes in month after month after month after month. I mean, I have people that have been with me for years that have all three of the products that have been paying for years because of the value they get in this program. So it's very doable. Okay, so to make it to 2,000, it's 100 sales. Okay, 100 sales. Now, where this shines, like let's just skip ahead and go to all three. Now you have all three products, right? The cost is 160 a month. You're going to get paid 128 monthly residual. Now, let's say you just want to get to 2,009 on here, so we'll just go 3,200, right? That's only 25 sales. So you see the difference here. This is the difference. So that's 3,200 residual. That's money that comes in month after month after month with only 25 sales. Now, this is something that is pretty much promoted in the community. We really do encourage you to get all three because it's like your fastest path to freedom. But if you can't, you start where you can. You can start as low as $10. And this is a phenomenal app that is a life transforming app. Right here, it pays you $8. So each product is separate, it's sold separately, and you earn 80% commissions on each of these. The one you don't see is the Financial Literacy Academy, and that's the one-time payment program that pays $400 commissions all the way up to $800 commissions, depending on when a person purchases it. So what I want to do now is I want to come back. I kind of explained what all this is. I'm not going to go into all the products. I really just want to focus on the money part because that's most likely what you want. You most likely want to increase your income. So let's just talk about this, okay? So if you have a funding device and you can run traffic either into Power Lead System or Home Business Academy, either one, doesn't matter which one it is, chances are over time you're going to start making sales. It's just a matter of which one you want to do. It's the same process though. So let's talk about the process now. Now I've shown you the programs. Let's talk about the process. Now I already talked about the funding, right? So there's a 5-step formula to get consistent sales. This is foolproof. This absolutely works. It's something I've been doing. It's why I've made six figures online, multiple six figures online, uh, because I follow this process. And when I get away from this process, I stop earning, essentially. So this absolutely works. I added more to it. Maybe you've seen it in the past. But here we go. Zero step is decide to get all in. So you want to position yourself to earn the most money because you're doing the same exact activities that you would be doing at, say, if you could make $20 commissions. You would be doing the same exact activities. So it makes a lot of sense, business sense, for you to position yourself to be able to make the most money if you're going to be doing the work anyway. Now, going into the steps now, that's a zero step. Step one, have at least one conversation a day about your business. At least one, okay? Really, you want to have about five, but at least one. At least one conversation about your business. I can tell you for a fact majority of my sales come from having a conversation. Having a conversation. It may not be what you want to hear, but that's just the way it is. It's a people business, it's a relationship business. So having conversations, I shoot for a minimum one. Some days I go more, but minimum one. Step two, we want to start creating content. Okay, at least one YouTube search video. I lowered this. I was doing 5 a day. I lowered this down to one, and now I do shorts 5 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever you want to do, at least one. You can do more, three, five, however many you want to do. The whole idea is to get exposure, to get people start paying attention to what you're doing. So that's the next step. Step three, 1 to 2 curiosity posts weekly. Curiosity posts is just going to make people wonder what it is you're doing. So you put it on your Facebook wall, and wow, I found a way to make 80% residual commissions. This is amazing. I can now work, you know work less, make more, whatever, right? Something that's going to draw attention and get people to want to know more about what you're doing. It could be like a results post. It could be like an edification type post where you're edifying someone else, or you're congratulating someone else for their success. Anything that's going to create some type of curiosity, and do that. Paid traffic once a week. Okay, I mean, that's where that comes in. The funding comes in. Okay, now we're shooting for 200 to 400 leads monthly. 200 to 400 leads monthly. And this actually, the numbers come from this Home Business Pro right here. I'm not going to go all the way into that, but there's a course in there where they teach you email copywriting, how to make $100,000 doing email copywriting. And one of the things he teaches is you want to have 200 to 400 plus leads a month coming into your system. That way you can email them, right? So you want those fresh leads coming in. So that's where that part comes from. And that's from a guy. He's a millionaire. He's made 7 figures in online marketing. That's what he recommends. And then email your list most days with proof, progress, results, value, and share stories. So this is like another level. Like, I kind of look at it like layers. Like, maybe you just start with something like Power Lead System that has the things already built into it. And then, okay, I want to go from there. I want to start learning how to do YouTube videos. I want to start learning how to do shorts. I want to start learning how to communicate with people. Either one of the programs has training on that stuff. So you can learn those skills on your own time. And these are the skills that will pay you. Really, what pays you the most is having conversations. I'm being straight with you. Like, that's what's always paid me the most, is having real conversations, learning what people want, learning what people need, listening to what they want. Okay. Not just throwing up on them and pitching your business. No, listening to what their needs are, what's going on in their life, what are they looking to do. Okay, but that's the process. I just wanted to go a little deeper into it. Hope and trust this makes sense to you. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too long, but this is what I'm doing. I mean, I could go deeper into this. Like, I kind of covered it before. I have all these programs. When people get on my list, I mark it. Since Power Lead System has its own autoresponder, I let those go. But then in my emails, I start talking about these different programs. I also bring them back to this system that I put together here. So I'm educating people, my list, on what it is I'm doing to earn income. Now, some people are going to be like, oh, I really like that letter program. I want to do that. Some people are going to be like, oh, I really like Power Lead System. I'm going to do that. Some people are going to be like, oh, I really like home business. Now, you see what I'm saying? Some people are going to be like, I want to do the package. I want to do the whole thing. And, maybe they're going to do the letters, and maybe they'll do the Power Lead System. Now, I do want to tell you too, let's say you're doing the letters. Maybe you don't like either of these programs. You can go do a different program. It doesn't matter. It's the same process. You understand the process, you will make sales. Period. End of story. There's no possible way you won't if you do the activities. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope this makes sense. Go to the link in my description, and you'll be able to see everything I have there, and you can go through and decide what it is you want to do. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.